Welcome back to your Unk at the Track. Today we're going to be going over a workout that you can do to get your body stronger and ready for a track day. So stick with me. We'll go through each workout and hopefully this helps you. If you got anything else you want to incorporate or any keys or any tips you want to leave for somebody, leave them in the comment. Welcome back. All right, so one of the first exercises that we want to do is a plank. Now, you want to make sure that your core is strong to help with your balance while you're cornering, accelerating, and braking. It's really important to make sure you got a strong core because you're going to really be using that a lot when it comes to riding your motorcycle, even on the street. You guys know the basics. We're just going to show you what to do here. With your planks, you're going to be doing 3 sets, 1 minute each. Let's go ahead and start. We'll just start off with the first set. We'll move on to the next exercise. You want to have your elbows underneath your shoulders, your arms spread out about shoulder width apart. Bring your feet together and let's bring your body straight. All right, let's make sure you're not arcing your back down or too high up. You want your body straight as possible. I'm already shaking, I'm already feeling this. It's been a minute since I did it. Hold it for 1 minute. All right, that's our plank. One of the most important things you want to also do is make sure you got yourself some kind of mat, some kind of padding, right? Something to make things a little bit more comfortable. If you can be on a rug, just to make sure your elbows and forearms are fine, your wrist, go ahead and do that, but give yourself some type of padding. Again, you're gonna do 3 sets, 1 minute each. You're gonna keep that straight back, right? Hips level, everything straight, feet together, so that you are performing the exercise correctly. Your back should not bow down or under. Ass should not be too much in the air. Should definitely be straight. Let's just remember that, all right? All right, next thing we're gonna work on is the Russian twist. If you guys have seen this before, you should know what it is. If not, I'm gonna demonstrate it for you. You can do this with one of these balls here, or you can just do it with your hands. We'll first start off with the hands so you guys can see what it looks like. It's gonna be Russian twist. You're gonna do 20 touches on each side. So let's go ahead and start with the Russian twist. For the Russian twist, we're doing 20 touches on each side, okay? Just gonna have your feet together, a little bit off the ground, maybe about 6 to 8 inches, right? Try to keep your back straight. You're just gonna touch each side 20 times. All right, we're already on number 4. You wanna make this a little bit more difficult? You can get a weight, start off light, 5 pounds, 10 pounds, doesn't matter. What you're trying to do is make that core strong. You can see all this movement I have in my legs, right? It's been a while since I've done this, so you can tell starting off with a lot of weight is not gonna be a good idea. Try to get that core strong, okay? I don't know what number I'm on, so we're gonna go for about 10 more. That's the Russian twist. Our next exercise is gonna be bicycle crunches. I'm not a huge fan of crunches since there are other exercises now that you can do to strengthen your core, and I'll try and go over them with you later. But we're gonna start off with this. It's something simple for you if you don't have any weights, you don't have a gym, something you can sit down and you can do anywhere while you're watching Netflix, scrolling through the app, watching the Unk at the Track video, you can do this. Here we go. All right, so the next thing we're gonna do is squats. All right, again, squats are really gonna help you control your bike. Sometimes you're gonna have your legs pressed up against your bike for a little bit more aerodynamics. You're using those in conjunction with your core. When you're cornering, you'll have one leg kicked out, pointing in the direction you wanna go. The other leg's gonna be up against the tank, holding you onto the bike. It should be something that's effortless. It shouldn't be something that you have to strain too much for, but you definitely wanna make sure you have a strong leg. You don't want this giving out, and you use all of your muscles you have no idea about when you're on your motorcycle. So with squats, we're just gonna do 3 sets of 12 to 15 each, and then you move on to some lunges, all right? So let's demonstrate the squat. Make sure your back is straight, feet about shoulder width apart. Simple squat. Again, if you want to apply more weight, you can, but you don't have to. Using your own body weight is fine. Next exercise we're gonna do is lunges. With the lunges, we're gonna do about 4 sets. Again, about 10 to 12 on the lunges. Again, using your own body weight. If you wanna grab some extra weight, you can. Start off light, make sure you can complete the workout. More important to complete it is to try and get strong in your first workout. I'm gonna demonstrate this going forward. Then I'm gonna turn to the side and demonstrate it. Also gonna have a little bit of twist on it, make it a little bit more fun instead of being more monotonous. You can try that as well. Lunges are really simple, okay? Again, feet shoulder width apart. All right, you're gonna make sure you step out enough for you to have a good step. You don't want your toe under your knee. You want your knee over your toe or back, okay? And just lunge, that's it, okay? That's it, boom. There you go. Now to make this a little bit more fun, what you could do is step off at about a 45-degree angle. And what you want to do, even in a lunge when you're going forward, you want to explode when you come back up. You want to really push out. So step off at 45, explode. Step off at 45, explode. Okay. All right, now, just like we stepped off at 45 degrees, we can step off again at 90. Making sure whatever leg is stretching out is straight, whatever leg is going down, the knee does not exceed the toe. And again, you want to be able to explode back up. Step away from the wall for a little bit. All right, those are your lunge variations. 4 sets, you can switch those up. Knock out 4 sets. Next thing we're gonna be doing is deadlift. Now, when you're in a community gym, you're not always gonna be able to do the deadlift you want. Maybe somebody's using the machine, maybe somebody's using the bar. So it's important for you to have some variations here. Right now, I'm gonna be using kettlebells. There's also a bar around here somewhere. I wasn't able to see that right away. But again, deadlifts, really simple, 3 sets, 10 to 12. You wanna take your time. Again, this is a lower body workout. It's helping to build up your posterior, but tying in with your core, helping you to be able to control that motorcycle a whole lot better. So let's just do a few here. We're just gonna do 1 set, starting for now. Again, form is important. Also very important to breathe. Knees slightly bent, okay? Full extension when you get back. You should be controlling this with your hips, not with your arms, not with your back, with your hips, posterior. You can even give it a squeeze at the top, okay? Shake it out, take about 30 seconds to a minute break, go to your next set. All right, the next thing we're gonna knock out here is a push-up. Now this is basic for everybody. You know how to do a push-up. Gonna have you do about 4 sets, anywhere from 15 to 20. If you're a little bit weaker in your push-ups, start off on your knees, all right? All the exercises I'm giving you are basically designed around you using your own body weight. Because when you're out there on a motorcycle, that's really all you have is your own body weight, all right? The G-forces from that motorcycle going straight, braking, going left to right and cornering, are a lot. You need to be strong enough with your own body weight to be able to control that bike so that you can get it around the track, so that you can build up and go faster. But you're definitely gonna wanna be confident. This is gonna help you do that. So we just start off with push-ups. We're gonna do a regular variation since you're doing 4 sets. There's different variations you could do. Again, anywhere from 15 to 20. We're gonna start off with the most basic, hands under your shoulders, keeping your elbows in, okay? You wanna have them locked in, all right? We're just gonna do our first set for that one. When it comes to your planking, when it comes to your push-ups, when it comes to your deadlift, when it comes to anything you're doing, you don't wanna look straight down. You wanna look a little bit out ahead of you, all right? Make sure you're up and breathe. All right, that's our first set. Now, in variation, you're gonna have a wide set you can do. You're also gonna have this diamond shape variation right under your chest that you can do. In the wide set, in the diamond shape, you notice my elbows are out, and that's okay. If you can't do 20, do 15. If you can't do 15, do 12. All right, it's not important that you try to be the strongest from the beginning. It's important that you get through your set, right? And the other thing you can do is what's called a dive bomb. These are a lot harder, but make you a lot stronger because it's full body. I'm just gonna demonstrate a couple, and this is another variation on the push-up. All right? So again, hand shoulder width apart. You're gonna bring your back up. Feet's gonna be slightly apart, about shoulder width. What you're gonna do is bring your head through your hands and up, and you're gonna come back. All right? Oh, these are not easy. You can see I just messed up there. All right, when you go through this time, you don't have to go back down. You could reset, okay? Making sure you get through your set, or you can come up, all right, and you can go back. It's up to you. Make sure you get through your set. 4 set, 10 to 12, 12 to 15, 15 to 20. It's up to you. Start off where you can know you can make it through the 4 sets. Move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next exercise. All right, so as another part of our upper body workout, we want to do a row exercise. Now, if you got a rowing machine, you can sit down, you can definitely do it and pull it in, making sure you keep your core stable, your back is straight. If you don't got a rowing machine, but you have some type of machine where you can pull that towards you, again, making sure you're not doing too much weight, keeping your core stable, keeping your back straight. In this particular case, we're gonna do our row standing. There's limited equipment here in the gym, and I kind of like the privacy of this corner, so we're gonna keep our exercise or our workout right here where we're standing at right now. So, slight bend in your knees. Make sure you are prepared. You can feel your core straight, you can feel your back straight. All right, with this one, gonna be doing about 4 sets, 10 to 12 each set. Right now, I'm just using 20-pound kettlebells. If you wanna go bigger, you can. If you have a smaller bar you wanna bring up, that's great. This is an upper body workout designed to help your back, and that's what you wanna have happen, all right? So we're gonna start with that. We're just gonna do our first set of 12. Back is straight. This is all arms. I got a straight back, I got a tight core. Just bringing them up, all right? Now I'm pinching at the shoulders. Elbows flare just to tie a little bit. Looking out ahead of me, not straight down. Let the weight go, relax, come up slowly. Any exercise you're doing, whether that be the deadlift, whether that be your squats, or this row, once you put that weight down, don't just drop it, set it down gently, come up slowly. Don't want to get that head rush. Let's move on to the next exercise. For the next exercise, we're going to be doing shoulder press. I would recommend you do this sitting down. It gives you a lot more stability, but you can do it standing up, whichever one you're more comfortable with. With this one, what I like to do to keep myself stable on my legs, instead of having my legs side by side, I put one in front of the other, okay? Give yourself a slight bend. Core is always engaged, back is always straight. And we're bringing the arms straight up and back, okay? Straight up and back to where you go. Press it. All right. We got 3 sets, 10 to 12 of a row. All right, that's gonna be your upper body. So we've tackled the core, the lower body, and the upper body. Let's move on to our grip strength. The next exercise we want to do is called a farmer's walk. And essentially what that is you're going to get a pretty significant amount of weight. You're going to approach that weight with your feet parallel. You're going to squat. Don't bend over with your back. Make sure that you use your legs and your knees. You're going to squat down to the weight, pick it up with your legs, and then you're going to walk for 30 seconds. Now, you can either do this for 30 seconds or you can do it until your grip and your forearms start to get fatigued. This is meant to improve your grip. You're not holding onto the handlebars really tightly, but you're at least strong enough to hold onto that bike to manipulate it to do what it wants, and making sure that you have loose arms when you're cornering and when you're riding. You shouldn't be stressed out, but you definitely want to have good grip in everything that you do. Let me start with the farmer's walk. I'm going to take a walk around this little gym here and then come back to this point. Bend at the knees, squat down, pick up the weight, and let's get to walking. Again, when we go to drop the weight, slowly go down, make sure it touches, release it slowly, stand up slow. Good exhale. Whew, a little bit of a rush there. Now, your body is gonna tell you if it's had enough. You're doing 3 sets, 30 seconds if you can. If not, if you begin to feel your grip slipping or your forearms getting fatigued, put the weight down, go to a lighter weight. Make sure you can make it through your sets. But that is the farmer's walk. Next, we're gonna move on to what's known as a towel pull, but I'm gonna use a band. So essentially, a towel pull is gonna be you making this tight. You wanna keep the tension in it, okay? You're gonna do about 3 sets, about 10 each. You're just gonna pull it straight down, all right? Again, this is your grip strength. You can pull it down to your chest, or if you wanna go all the way down, you can, all right? Making sure you're keeping tension in it. This is why I like to use a band, because you'll be able to feel that tension moving back and forth. The towel, you should be able to feel it go straight. But the band, again, you're gonna feel that tension going back and forth. How many that is? That's maybe about 6. All right, that's a towel pull. Again, you can use a band or you can use a towel, but you want to keep that tension in there. You want to do 3 sets, 10 to 12, making sure you can get through all the sets. If the band's too much, use a towel. If you don't have another towel, you're going to use a band and it's too much to pull on, get one with lighter tension. You don't have to use the one with handles. They got those bands out there that look like big rubber bands. You can use those as well. But that's what's known as a towel pull. Let's move on to our next exercise. This next one is what's known as a dead hang. Now, I also wanted to incorporate this with a chin up, because essentially you can do the dead hangs, wait a little while, and then do the chin ups, or you can do the chin ups first and then wait a little while and do the dead hang. But a dead hang, basically you're gonna grab your chin up bar, just gonna hang there. It's all about your grip, 30 to 60 seconds. I'm gonna do a 30-second dead hang, and then I'm gonna go into a philosophy I learned about the chin up that I think may help people who don't really do chin ups well, and it doesn't have anything to do with a strap. Let's start with your dead hang. You're gonna go for the wide grip, all right? I'm just gonna hang for 30 seconds. Breathe. I broke my hand, so I don't know how long I'll be able to hang on. Oh, that's 30. Ah, okay. Woo. Again, improving your grip. I actually broke my pinky finger. Didn't really rehab the way I should have. Now, give me a little hint on the chin up process. Now, yes, a lot of people will throw a strap over the bar, bring it down into their feet, bring themselves up, that's great. They actually have some apparatuses that you can actually, they have a little bar that goes across the bottom with 2 bands on the side, and you can stand on those, and helps it make it easier to pull you up. Or of course, most places have those assisted chin-up machines. One thing that I saw from a gentleman teaching someone how to do chin-ups was he said, don't try to do a set of 10. Don't even try to do a set of 5. Just do one perfectly every time. And over time, you'll get better. Now, perfect, what's perfect? Focus is on where you are putting your strength when it comes to the chin-up. A lot of people think that you're pulling with your arms, and you are not. You are pulling with your shoulder blades and your shoulders. So if you can focus on making sure that your shoulder blades come together, you're breathing, bringing everything to your chest, you just want to do it right one time. Every time you do it, whether that's every day, every other day with your upper body workout, doesn't matter. Do it right one time. Let's try it. That's it. One time right, move on to the next thing. All right, now the last part of these exercises, I really shouldn't have to demonstrate to you too much. This is all about core and cardio, so it's up to you how you want to get that done. I had one trainer that gave me a really good workout when it came to using the treadmill. You want to put that treadmill at about 3 degrees, and you want to walk on that treadmill anywhere from 3.5 to 4 speed, and you just want to walk for 45 minutes, as fast as you can. Again, from 3.5 to 4 speed. You want it at a tilt, going uphill for about 45 minutes. That's a great workout. Or if you want to keep it simple, just go for a walk. A good walk for an hour, 45 minutes, get a good 3-5 miles in. Shouldn't take you that long to do, maybe about an hour. That's a great exercise. Really clear your mind, really get your cardio going, and it helps build up to if you want to get on the treadmill and run, or whatever it is you want to do. And then of course, there's bike riding. There's nothing like riding a regular bicycle for cardio. You don't have to think about it unless you're riding on a bunch of hills, and it's actually fun. You can cover a long distance for a long time, and you're really not looking at the time or how far you've gone if you got a good route, a good park with a bike trail, or you're just out with friends riding through the neighborhood. A bike ride, for me, nothing beats it. I love riding a bike. And the last thing that I would say you could do that's even funner than all of those is swimming. You don't have to swim laps, you don't have to do freestyle swimming, you don't have to do a breaststroke. Just get in the water and move your body. Be in the water for anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes and move your body. You're working out every muscle the entire time you're in the swimming pool. It's low impact. And if the days get hot like they do here in Texas, you're cooling off at the same time. So again, remember, you can go ahead and hit that treadmill, 3 degrees, 45 minutes. You can take a walk for 30 minutes to an hour. You can ride your bike as far as you can ride it. If it's just an hour, that's fine as well, because you're gonna go a further distance. And you can also hit the swimming pool if you have access to one. But those are the workouts that you can use to get yourself stronger for riding your motorcycle around a track and more confident on the track and on the street. Until next time, thanks for coming back to your boy up at the track. Be sure to like, subscribe, share this with your friends, and I'll see you later. Peace. There is one other thing that I did forget to mention, and that's flexibility. You want to make sure that you're flexible enough to do your exercises. All right, also want to make sure you're flexible enough because it helps to prevent injury. It helps you get a lot stronger when you're stretching out those muscle fibers. So listen, if you want to just do normal regular leg stretches like people used to do in karate classes, you can figure those out as well. But something like some yoga, something that's going to help you get more flexible, again, using your own body weight, helping you get stronger, is something you definitely want to look into. Do flexibility exercises. Those are very, very important. Almost, if not more important than all the strength training we just went through. Again, it's going to help prevent injury. It's going to help you get stronger faster, okay? And it's really going to make you feel more confident when it comes to you handling and controlling that motorcycle. So some yoga, any stretches, just sitting down with your legs in a V, standing up with your legs in a V. You want to do hamstring stretches. You want to make sure that you're not completely straight in your legs if you're bending over while standing up. You don't want to tear out your hamstrings or give yourself more injury. You just want to make sure that you're doing everything properly. But that is important. Maybe later I'll make a video on some of the things that I do for flexibility.